Good morning, Patriots. We are live. This is Micah coming to you live from Central Missouri. As you're logging in, say hi. Where are you watching from? It is approximately 8:29 a.m. I'm a minute early on 3/2/2021. 3/2. Man, this year is just blowing by. Things are happening. Things are getting exciting. How many of you are excited and fired up? Again, I'm saying as you're jumping on, please say hi, where you're watching from. Comment, like, and share. If you're watching this on Facebook, please go up and hit the follow button. Follow me. You can also choose to have, when you follow me or you friend me, you choose to have that information seen first. There's a little button there you can push. And make sure that you do all that so that you can get the notifications when I go live, because Facebook is muting me. So you have to go through those extra steps. If you're watching on the YouTubes, same thing. Subscribe, ring the bell, see all content, that kind of thing. And you might actually get a message when I go live on YouTube. But that's about the only way. Also, I am on Rumble. I've been promoting Rumble because so far Rumble hasn't censored me. So please try me on Rumble. I don't put a lot of crazy stuff out there. I keep it to the bare minimum. I talk about thinking for yourself. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. I try to add a little humor. I got some weird humor. Not everybody gets my humor, you know. Hey, you might even pay attention for movie quotes. Sometimes I put those in there. Well, most people don't get them. Or did you guys watch movies when you was kids, when you was my age? Those of you that are my age, because I I start my show out by saying he's alive. It's from a movie. I'm just saying. Oh, but anyways. So I got a good show today. Make sure you share this with your friends, please. I got a good show today. It's not going to be heavy. It's actually pretty funny. It's stuff that's happening currently. I think you're going to enjoy this one. I think you're going to enjoy this one a lot. We're going to talk about some very pressing, important, heavy things today. I don't know if you guys know, 2 days till the 4th. What's going to happen? I believe just throw it out. Throw the dates out. Throw the dates out. I'm just telling you, God is not working on our time frame. He's working on his. I sat down and studied some of the prophecies from Kim Clement. Again, a friend was asking me questions yesterday, and boy, don't think it's going to go as well as some people think at first. I think it's going to get a whole lot more bumpier before it gets better. Anyways, I digress. I don't want to go down that road today. Make that for another video some other time. So what's going on? This is called, I hope you have your nice warm cup of coffee. I have mine in my nice U.S. Army Strong coffee cup. I got a son in the Air Force. I got another one planning on going. My daughter used to be in the Army. She's no longer. I served in the Army. So that's my support to the Army guys, 197th Infantry. Anyways, moving right along. This is called the delay tactic, so people could get on and start viewing. So make sure you share right now. Share this video. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, all those things. Make sure you go on over to Rumble later on and follow me on Rumble and hit the little Rumble button. Watch the videos over there and hit the little Rumble button, because that helps me out. I'm just trying to get more people on to watch this, because this is going to be a good one. We're going to have fun. Fun. So anyways, what's in the news today? What's happening all over? So as I'm scrolling, getting started, trying to prep for this today, I got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, but we're going to jump around a little bit. But this popped up. It really caught my attention, and I wanted to talk about it. So Biden erases Dr. Seuss from Red Cross American Proclamation as progressives seek to cancel the beloved author. What is that all about? What's Dr. Seuss? What's going on? So here's the article. This is on Fox News. President Biden appears to have erased Dr. Seuss from Red Cross America Day. Now, I can go off about Red Cross, but that's another show. The annual celebration of reading in honor of the legendary children's author whose birthday falls on March 2nd. So this is Red Cross America Day, and they celebrate it on March 2nd because It's Dr. Seuss' birthday. But they left Dr. Seuss out of it, while Biden followed presidential tradition to proclaim Tuesday Red Cross American Day. He bucked his predecessors by leaving out any mention of Dr. Seuss from the proclamation. The White House didn't immediately return any request for comment on why Dr. Seuss was left out of the proclamation, but the snub comes as progressive has sought to cancel the beloved children's author. One of Virginia's biggest school districts, London County Public Schools, reportedly nixed Dr. Seuss from the school's Red Cross American Day celebration, citing alleged racial undertones. You didn't know it, did you? But Dr. Seuss is a racist. And you want to know why he's a racist? I'll tell you why he's a racist. He's a racist because, he's white. Don't tell anybody. But that's why he's racist. He's white. That's right. And if you don't like that, you're a racist too. So, in honor of the racist Dr. Seuss, I decided to point out some of the most racist statements that Dr. Seuss has ever made in any of his books. And we're going to talk about why they are racist. So here we go. These are actual quotes from Dr. Seuss. And you can, after I read these, you will understand immensely why they had to cancel Dr. Seuss. I can't believe I read these books to my kids when they were little. Unless someone cares, this is Dr. Seuss, okay? Understand, this isn't me saying this. I'm just reading Dr. Seuss so that you guys know how racist this guy really is. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. I mean, how much more racist can you get? I mean, this guy, he expects you to care? That's the government's job. Here's some more. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Well, what about the people that want to cry? What about the people that make a living out of crying? They cry about this. I mean, AOC, for example. How racist can you get towards AOC? All she does is cry about stuff. Jeez, this guy. I tell you what, he probably had her in mind when he wrote that. I bet you. You know what, 40, 50 years ago. Maybe longer. I don't know how long ago was it. Somebody tell me. How about this one? A person's a person, no matter how small. That's right. He's going after the highly challenged. I mean, those little people. What are we supposed to do with this guy? Oh, how about this one? Today you are you, and that's truer than true. There's no one alive who's youer than you. Well, what about the transgendered who don't like who they are? Huh? What about them? What about the people who, run around on all four like horses and jump over park benches? I know you've seen that video. They're not youer than you. What about the people who think that there's somebody else trapped in somebody else's body that should have something else? See, I told you, not only is he racist, he's homophobic and transgendered phobic and all the other phobics. That's right. That's why they got to cancel this guy. And the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. I mean, Joe Biden pointed out how racist that is when he said that poor kids are just as good as white kids. See, that's how racist that is right there, because reading's for white people. That's what they tell you. Don't you know? That's what they're saying. I didn't say it. Don't blame me. It's right there in black and white that Dr. Seuss is a racist. Now this was terrible. I speak for the trees. For the trees have no tongues. How dare he say the trees have no tongues? Those folks out in Washington and Oregon that are, they climb up the trees, keep them talking. They think the trees have, they go out there and they hug and kiss and all kinds of stuff that unmentionables to the trees. How dare they say that? This guy, not only that, he's treophobic. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Now, first of all, this is racist against Joe Biden because it's evident that there's something missing. Right? And what about the people that don't have feet? What about them? And how are you supposed to go any direction you choose when the government hasn't informed you in which way you're supposed to go? Put your mask on, get in line, get your vaccine, and shut up. You're off to great places today. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. So now Dr. Seuss is racist against mountains. That's right. He's mountain phobic. You see why they have to get rid of this guy? This is disgusting. How about this one? From there to here, from here to there. Funny things are everywhere. We can't talk about the funny things. We can't talk about the transvestite gay parades and we can't talk about the women that are standing there. Remember when Trump got elected and they were like, in the middle of the street? Remember those? We can't talk about that. Those aren't funny. Funny is not allowed in our new society. You cannot disparage other people by being fun. In fact, I am being pro-funny right now, and I should be canceled. I should cancel myself. And this is the final straw. This is the worst of the worst of the worst. This right here, this alone, if all the other ones you just said, is back in the day, so we didn't understand all this stuff back then. But this one right here, I don't know if I can even say this on the air. They'll probably shut this feed down if I say this one. I'm going to do it anyway. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. How in the world could a guy who wrote those words even exist in America? What a Nazi. What a Nazi. It's unbelievable. I'm so with Joe Biden canceling Dr. Seuss. We need to get rid of this guy. Do you know who else is pro Dr. Seuss? Barack Obama. Barack Obama said that Dr. Seuss was one of the greatest wordsmiths in American history. See? Barack Obama liked him. Gonna have to get rid of me. All right, in other news, moving on from that one, the Babylon Bee has pointed out that Women's History Month canceled for implying there's such thing as women. That's right. We can't have Women's History Month because what about the transvestites and all of them, all the QRS, TVs, WXYZs? What about them? I mean, if we have women, you're implying there's two genders, and there's not two genders. I'm not college educated, but the college educated people, they told me that there's more than two genders. They pointed out specifically, and I can prove it right now that there's more than two. Did you know that a trans man was impregnated by a trans woman? That's right. Here it is right here. Look, proof is evidence. Mm-hmm. That's right. There's more. I don't know how many genders are represented there, but there's quite a few, I'm sure, because but that's just some weird shit right there. I don't know. But Babylon Bee says we need to cancel Women's History Month because these guys might get offended. Or gals or them, they, them days. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Anyways, moving right along from that one, let's get into some more serious stuff. For example, Mitt Romney, he fell down, went boom, got knocked unconscious, and suffers a black eye during the fall. They were talking about how he's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong. Don't worry about him. It's actually a good thing. You know why it's a good thing? Because he's joined the club. Isn't it amazing? I wonder what he did or said or didn't do? Or how does it work? I don't know. I'm not in that club, so I'm not really sure how that works. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I mean, it's like a punishment or a reward. I don't know. I mean, some of the people are just weird stuff, so it could be like, I don't know. I digress. Moving on. I told you I'm in a mood today. So last night I sat down and we had a candidate forum for some local candidates running on our health board. We got to start taking our health boards back. We got to start taking our city councils back. We got to start taking our school boards back. And so we have an election coming up in Central Missouri in the first week or so of April. So I'm going to start doing some interviews with some of these people as soon as I get my internet Friday. They're coming to fix my internet Friday. Why so long? I don't know. But anyways, moving on. I have some really great videos I'd love to play for you right now. But they sadly won't play. I'll save them for another time. I got a video about masks. And I don't mean these kind of masks. I mean the ones like Mission Impossible masks. They'll blow your mind. We'll get it next week or something. So anyways, moving along. This is from Ghost Ezra on Telegraph. He said, those of you that don't care, you should. It's all connected. Hollywood, pedophiles, voter fraud, DC corruption, COVID, vaccine, your freedom. It's all connected. All this stuff is one big pile of mess. I just wanted to throw that one in there just because we're going to talk about some other stuff here in a second. And I don't know, it's probably be a short show today. But, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that, well, frankly, I'm not going to talk about. You got to go figure it out for yourself. There's a whole lot happening. But, yeah. Anyways, so have you guys heard about, I talked a little bit about, that's the wrong one. This one. I talked a little bit about Governor Cuomo, whatever his name is. And I say it wrong on purpose half the time anyways. Governor Cuomo admits to some behavior with women that's insensitive and too personal, offer an apology, and ceding to control of a probe, which he appointed one of his friends to look into his allegations. Well, that was the other day. Today, it's more. Cuomo accused of unwanted advance at wedding. Can I kiss you, he says to a woman. And then this is the other one. This is the cover. This is him asking this woman to kiss him. And from what I understand, the accused, the victim was not, how shall we say, was not very fond of the idea of kissing Governor Cuomo. So this is the third allegation in like 3 or 4 days. Hillary Clinton has come out against him. Nancy Pelosi's spoken against him. Several of the other people are now starting to pile on and jump on this guy. And everybody's going, oh, Cuomo's coming down. Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. And then this video comes out. This video, this is him right here in the video. I can't play the video for you. I can play the audio because my computer's too stinking. The internet's too slow. But that look on his face right there is when he says he's at a event or something. I'm not sure where he's at. He's at an event or something, and he's asking a beautiful woman, reporter, and she is beautiful, young, very young, and ask her if she can eat the whole sausage sandwich. So just listen close here real quick, and I'll kind of narrate what's going on.
The same way too. Will you eat the whole sandwich?
I will eat the whole sandwich.
Yeah?
Okay. Who made sausage? I can eat the whole sandwich. It wasn't like this 15, 20 years ago. It was when
So now he's looking around. He's looking for his guy that, was his team. Somebody waves him over, whispers in his ear and says, I want you to get that woman right there a sausage sandwich. You could read his lips, but like I said, I'd play the video for you, but it wouldn't work. But there's a little bit more coming I want you to hear. So now she has a sausage sandwich, big, fat, juicy sausage sandwich in her hand.
I don't know if I eat the whole
I want you to
sausage
see
in front of you, but I'm definitely eating it.
Now she comes over and sits down next to him.
No excuses. You know everyone, you're the county executive?
I do. Now you're gonna know me in a whole different level when I get out.
My daughter, Michaela.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I think we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
We might be here a while. Now there's a lot of pressure on me to get
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gonna be on this side, huh?
Wait.
Yeah.
Can I take a selfie with you while I eat my sandwich?
So I think there's a whole lot of pressure. That's right. You're going to eat that whole sausage sandwich. That's what this guy's saying to this young gal. Now, I'm sorry, but I would have trouble in the confines of my own bedroom saying something that rude to my own wife in the midst of flirting. I'm just saying, how can you, as governor, on camera, say to a beautiful woman, you're going to eat that whole sausage sandwich? And it doesn't do it justice if you don't see the expression on his face, the lust in his eyes as he says that. I want you to consume that whole sausage sandwich, he says. Like several times. Perv. These guys are sick. I would never talk to a woman I didn't know in any form like that. That's not how a real man treats a woman, in my opinion. Respect, you know. I think a man should worship the ground women walk on because, as Rush Limbaugh said, he's all in favor of the women movement, especially from behind. But I just don't understand the where's he going? I know where he's going with this. So they're attacking Governor Cuomo over all these sexual allegations. Let me tell you something. One thing that the great Rush Limbaugh always pointed out way back in the Clinton days, that these allegations for Republicans are career ending. These allegations for Democrat are career enhancing. Nothing is going to happen over this. It will be over in a few days or weeks or however long it is. And the people will just move along with Governor Cuomo because that is not what this is about. This that you're watching right now is a Clinton-esque style 100% cover up. When you have a scandal that can bring down not just Governor Cuomo, but the whole daggum system, the Clintons, the Obamas, several other governors, the whole state apparatus, and a whole bunch of, when you have a scandal like that brewing, you create another scandal so you can say, don't look over here, look over here, look over here. See this? See what kind of pervert Governor Cuomo is? And he might lose his job as governor, but he'll run for president in a couple of years. It's no big deal. It'll just go away. And then when it's brought up again and says this guy's a perv and he treats women like crap, they'll say, that's old news. We've already talked about that. Moving right along. And you're going to have stories and exposés of Hollywood elitists and beautiful women out in Hollywood, all the fake stuff that makes them look beautiful, but, beautiful nonetheless. So they say. Going, gee, I'd like to eat that sausage too. Cuomo's such a man. What a stud. What a stud muffin. Like they did with Bill back in the day when he got caught, with cigars and stuff. Because this is a total 100% distraction. Look over here, not over here. What are they trying to get you to avoid? They're trying to get you to avoid this. That's right. 45 out of 50 governors did not force COVID-19 infected patients into nursing homes, but 5 of them did. And there's the first one. Thousands upon thousands of people's family members died alone in closed off nursing homes because these governors put people in them that were infected with the coronies. And I say it wrong so that, the algorithms don't catch me. I hear the train coming. Y'all hear it? It's late today. It should have already passed by. That's why I started 8:30. So these governors, who gave them the order to do this? These guys didn't come up with this on their own. There goes. That one's moving pretty quick. They didn't come up with this stuff on their own. Not at all. No, they were ordered to do this. Somebody somewhere higher up in the Democratic apparatus said, we want you to do this because we need to inflate the deaths. We need to make this bigger because Orange Man is bad. Somebody somewhere orchestrated this. So what are they doing? They're throwing Kumo under the bus with all of this stuff here, with all of these accusations, with all of this stuff that's now coming out that everybody already knew. All the news knew it. All the reporters knew it. His doggone brother works for CNN. He knew it. He's probably there when he does some of this stuff. But they've kept it under the wraps, under the rugs, and quiet, and they're all throwing it out now. They're piling on now because they've got to distract you from the real story, from the real scandal, the one that can actually damage not only Andrew Cuomo, but the rest of them. That's what this is all about. That's why they're doing this. Do not let this distract you from the fact that these governors put corona-positive patients in nursing homes to intentionally cause death. You hear what I'm saying to you? Intentionally cause death. People lost their family members who otherwise would not have died because of the actions of these governors. And that's exactly what all this stuff with Governor Cuomo is intended on distracting you from. This is a straight out of the Hillary Clinton playbook. And then what they're going to do in a year from now or whatever it is, they're going to say, oh, yeah, that's old news. We already talked about that. That's old news. That's old news. What? You want me to wipe it off with a cloth? Oh, I'm Jello. Some of you young people won't remember all that, but those that listen to Rush Limbaugh in the 90s know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the way the game is played against us. You sheep, get in line, put your mask on, and shut up. We don't care that your family member's dead. It means nothing to us. The more that died, the merrier. We got rid of Orange Man, and that's all that mattered. Terrible. It's disgusting. These people are the lowest scum of the earth. And they deserve what they're going to get. They deserve the wrath of God. And I pray every day that God does not withhold his judgment on these people. I pray that he withholds his judgment on the people of the United States of America, but not on these people. These sick, twisted perverts who do unspeakable things. Unspeakable things. And it's all coming out. It's all coming out, and they're putting it out there. They're putting it out there as a distraction, understand, but it's coming out. 5-part miniseries on HBO on QAnon this week or next week, whenever it is. It's coming out what these sick, twisted perverts do. They're nasty, disgraceful, scum of the earth, evil people. And they will face judgment of God. They may not face judgment on this planet, but they will face judgment of God. And I know. My pastor will tell me that you should pray for people that they get saved. I'm telling you right now that God turns people over to their own selfish desires and rejects them permanently at some point when people have done things against God. And again, just the other day, they were in the House saying that this Congress does not follow the law of God. They said it. I pray for my country. I pray for the children. Lord, have mercy on us, the people. Send your wrath on them that do this sick, twisted stuff. And this is just the tippy top of the iceberg. The tip top. The very top. There's so much more. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Make sure you follow me on Rumble and on all the others. Please like, comment, and share. If you don't share this, I get capped. I'm sitting here watching it right now. I get capped at about 200. I cannot get more than about 200 people watching my show. And then I get capped at about 2,000 on Facebook. I'm growing and growing and growing on Rumble. I appreciate everybody that goes over there because that's where I'm going to wind up being eventually, permanently, I think. So with that, I'm going to jump off here. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of it. It's beautiful here in Central Missouri. I hope it's beautiful where you're at. I love this time of year, the spring. We will have joy in the spring.